Hello again. Welcome back. Today I've got a bit of a haul. So I went to Roxy a few hours ago and thought, it's going to be the usual 3 or 4, but there was, well, Nick said at the end, why don't you check these out? And I'll explain that later. But anyway, so I did get 3 full albums again, like it seems to be the theme. First one, actually Against Type, an album I've not heard, but as a result of my, I've really been getting into Pretenders 1 for whatever reason, so I thought I might as well get Pretenders 2. As I've heard, it's supposed to be, similar, if not as, you'd struggle to be as good. But, it's cheap. I like the band, so I think it's fair. Picture inner sleeve. Always nice to see it. And the record itself, it's going to be pretty standard, but here it is. Doesn't have the logo like Pretenders 1, but hey yo. So I'd be interested to listen to this, because the vast majority of the time I just get the ones I know I already like, but since getting the player I've realised, well, it's probably kind of fun, almost to take a quote-unquote risk. So yeah, Pretenders 2. That'll be the first. The second, was I glad to see this. This is a great find for me because it gets me ever so much closer to the full set of Susie records, because it's Join Hands. Not their best by any means, but that was one of 2 that I was missing. Superstition, I'll always say, if I saw Superstition and it wasn't like 60 quid, I would get it. But yeah, Join Hands. That leaves me with just Hyena to get now. You can see the spine's a bit messed up, but it's a gatefold. It's got a classic sticker on it. And here's the gatefold, damn. Unfortunately, of course, the B side of this record is pretty almost useless, with the exception of Playground Twist. But, the rest of it's really good. No lyrics given for the Lord's Prayer. Interesting. I guess they couldn't be bothered. Oh, that's cool. At the beginning of Poppy Day, it says 2 minutes silence. Is that actually on the record? I don't know. So here it is. We've got a cool design on this side, and then you've got the labeling on this side. Perfectly fine. For a record from 1979. I don't know if this is from then. Probably is. This date of it, you'd think it would be. Copyright 1979 and all that. Very glad to have it, even if it's not my favourite. It's like a Susie thing that I don't have is an automatic buy, with the exception of, stuff related to Superstition, because they've had a copy of Shadow Time on 12-inch since I started going there, and I still haven't bought it. So yeah, kind of mad how much I'm not interested in that album, in comparison to everything else. Okay. Third one I got is another Cocteau Twins one. We got Victoria Land, and this again is not a 4AD reissue. This looks to, well, considering the sort of condition, again, another bit of a tattered spine, kind of a similar cover to Join Hands in some respects. So yeah, a bit beaten up, but hey, it's Victoria Land, Cocteau Twins, almost original if you want. And here's the inner sleeve. You got. This is actually in much better condition than the outer sleeve. So, design there, and blank on the other side. And the record itself. 45. Apparently this is a 45 RPM. It is an album. But damn, I don't know if I've seen any studio albums be 45 RPM except for the punchline. But that's 15 minutes. This isn't. It's short. It's about 33, but Even Dag Nasty was 33 RPM, you know what I mean? But yeah, 45 RPM. LP. Very nice to get, obviously. Cocteau Twins studio LPs, you can get them all. I would get them all. But that brings me on to why it's such a significant haul, because upon going to the, going to buy these three, Cocteau Twins, Nick mentions that they got some 12-inch singles or EPs in by Cocteau Twins, and now I'm surprised that they weren't bought straight away, because I found a total of 4 EPs by Cocteau Twins in there. And so let me show you them. I don't know these EPs anywhere near as well as the studio albums, but like with Cocteau Twins, it's pretty much always guaranteed to be pretty good at the very least. So let's have a look at them. 12-inch, obviously, these are 12-inch EPs. First one we've got here, and this, by the way, pretty much doubled the cost of the whole thing. But yeah, we've got the HMV sticker on it. This is Echoes in a Shallow Bay. Again, spine's a bit knackered. I don't know what it is about the spines this time. Here's the rear cover. Standard in a sleeve. But here's the record. You got 4 songs that I don't recognise the titles to. I don't know, well, I could find out when they were released. So this one was 1985. Where does that place it? Just before Victoria Land, right? So that's one. Next up, we've got one that looks like Treasure era. Sunburst and Snowblind. It's got Sugar Hiccup on it, so actually Head Over Heels. It's probably in between Head Over Heels and Treasure, right? I mean, the cover looks like a transition between the two, right? 1983. So yeah, I think of all of these 4 EPs, the only one that's on an album is Sugar Hiccup. There it is. That's a cool 4AD thing. That's pretty classic, right? The sort of stuff you'd see on like Red House Painters. Okay, the third one is called Lullabies. To me, this looks like it would be slightly later, maybe. Again, it's got the HMV sticker on it. I suppose that's like a validity thing almost, right? Again, knackered spine. Let's have a look. This one is 1982. I'll be damned. It's earlier. This is like Garland's era. So yeah, a few specs in it which I can clean off, but there you go. 4AD. A little bit of, bit of smut on the back. And then finally, the last one is, does it even say on the front? I don't think it does. Get back in, would you? This is the Spangle Maker. Another HMV price on it, $2.99 when it came out. I paid, 20 quid. Oh, I'll be damned, it does say Cocteau Twins there. Oh, what would I guess the Spangle Maker came out? It's probably, again, Head Over Heels era, 1983 my guess. 1984. So this one only a 3-song EP. And yeah, ridiculous titles. Pearly Dewdrops Drops. And that's that. What a collection. So naturally, I just got all of them because, well, you don't see them. I wouldn't have planned on getting them per se, but when they're right there, and none of them individually are that expensive, I think it's a good idea. Cocteau Twins, I mean, they keep reissuing it. I don't know if they reissued the EPs or not, so that would be a very cool thing to have. And plus, it's good music, so there's your bonus. Total of 7 12-inches picked up today. Technically, it's not even the start of the month, so I've bought a bunch of stuff. But that's fine. If anything, I sort of prefer. I like getting stuff from physical shops as well, because as I say, since actually playing the records, I'm more interested in getting stuff that I haven't heard, as opposed to only buying stuff that, I know I already like. So it's more exciting that way. In any case, there will be some more. So I'll see you then.